Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm visiting you again, and yeah, uh, I meant to visit with you before I fell asleep. I dozed off in my chair. I was so sleepy and tired because I only slept about 2 hours yesterday. Um, yeah. That's lemon water. My comedian said to um, activate water with lemon. So, excuse me, with half a lemon to 2 cups of water, and I've been doing that to um, flush out toxins. Yeah, because I'm going through detox, and he said to be well hydrated, lots of water, and lemon water to flush out the toxins. But he was saying that the water needs to be unheated to be hydrating. But actually, I've been drinking bottled distilled water for years, and I think they were saying I don't think that's his first choice for water. Yeah, I'm still at home recovering. I haven't gone back to work yet, but I'll be going back soon because I submitted my doctor's note to them. It just says that it is in her medical opinion that I can go back to work, but I must be allowed to use my walker when walking or standing, which I am going to take with me. Honeycrisp apple. Usually I don't eat or drink water when I'm talking to you, because I can't eat and talk at the same time, but I'm hungry, ready for a snack. So I have here Honeycrisp apples and some celery. Medical medium said don't do any fasting like intermittent fasting or go too long without food, because the body would produce adrenaline, which is toxic to the liver, and the liver would store that. Because adrenaline is a fight or flight hormone, and so it's produced when you are hungry or when you intermittent fast, or he said if you have adrenal fatigue, you really want to eat, like snack or an apple or some celery or whatever. Don't need to be a high calorie snack. He recommends snacking every hour and a half. So I do go much longer than that. Yeah. It's alright, this apple. It's sweet, but I think my body's wanting more acidic fruits lately. Sweet and acidic. Like tart. And so Honeycrisp is not very tart, so I've been getting the green apples, Granny Smith apples, which is a little more tart. And but actually I don't have a lot of taste right now, or have altered taste. Medical medium said I Google everything medical medium. I just go on Google, type in medical medium, and then my question. And what came up from him was that if you lose your sense of taste, it's from the neurotoxins, which is produced by Epstein-Barr bug. I'm not going to say the word because if I do, I get censored. And then none of you will see my videos. YouTube won't show it, you know? And that will be sad. Yeah, because that's what happened to him. Yeah, so I'm still recovering at home. But as soon as I clear me to go back to work, the supervisor, she's actually in charge of the supervisors, and I was on the phone with her and we were texting because I had her phone number and I emailed the note to her, and she forwarded to the nurse at work, and they handled that. But apparently she can't just give me clearance to go back to work. She said they'll have to work on it. So it's probably something that somebody else besides her have to give me clearance to go back before I can go back. But you know what? I think once I go back, I'm gonna just use Lyft. Lyft is like Uber. I'm gonna Uber or Lyft to work to and back for my whole commute. It's expensive, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It'll still be a big chunk out of my paycheck, but it'll still be worth it. I won't have to worry about all the driving, even before I got sick. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a cancer survivor. I've been cancer-free 2 years now. And I was in perfect health until I started getting sick to about a few weeks before I actually had to call the ambulance, because I'm not one to just go to the doctor for anything except emergency. And when it came to that, I had to call the ambulance to come save my life, because I couldn't breathe. The tumor was causing a blockage, which was causing me to not be able to urinate, to it was blocking the tube that goes from my kidneys to the bladder, so I couldn't urinate, and all that fluid was building up in my body, and eventually it caused me fluid retention in the lungs and a lot of toxins in my body, because I couldn't pee. So for 6 months during chemo, I had to have tubes put in, kidney tubes that goes from my kidneys to bags, which is outside my body. Yeah. They were called nephrostomy bags, nephrostomy tubes. I carry it everywhere I go, and that's how I empty my urine. Yeah, but now cancer-free 2 years. Well, before I got sick, with that, when I was still driving to work, commuting and all this, and I still did until my hip fracture, drive myself there and back everywhere, commute, drive. I was having a hard time staying awake while driving. I have this terrible tendency to get really sleepy, whether I'm driving or being a passenger. Just being in a car while it's riding, it just put me to sleep like a baby. So it was actually dangerous for me to drive. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to call Lyft or Uber, whichever's cheaper. I have both apps now. And I was Googling it. Who's cheaper? Somebody said, well, they have both apps. When they're ready for a ride, they go on both apps. See which one's cheaper. Go with the cheaper. Usually the wait and save is cheaper. You wait 15 to 25 minutes. You wait up to half an hour, but you save. So that's what I'm going to use. And I found out on Google and also found out for myself, just looking at prices. On demand, request, when you want it, when you're ready for it, then request it. It's a lot cheaper than scheduling in advance. Like, I need one at this time, at such and such a date, etc. Just pre-scheduling it, because that doesn't work well for most drivers, having to show up at a certain time. They might be somewhere else or on a different run. So just get one when you need one is the cheapest to go, and the wait and save is the cheapest to go, and also comparing the two apps. Uber and Lyft. So far, I've only used Lyft to go to a doctor's appointment. I work 20 miles away, so my commute is a long way. Wish I lived closer to work. My ride would have been cheaper if I lived closer to work, but it's alright. I might just use Uber or Lyft to go anywhere, because I really don't go anywhere else that much, except for commuting, because I shop online, everything, groceries, clothes. I don't go to grocery stores anymore, or clothing shops or whatever anymore. I might just use Uber and Lyft forever, the rest of my life. That'll make my life safer and easier. Safer because these Uber and Lyft drivers can drive way safer than I ever can. They don't get sleepy driving. I've been driving since 2000. That would be going on 26 years. Well, during that whole time, I had 3 accidents. One of them was not my fault. The other lady's insurance paid for me everything. Um, um, the second accident was a no-fault accident. So my insurance paid for that. Um, oh, I didn't get hurt in any of the accidents. Yeah. Um, let's see. The third accident happened this year, and that made me scared to drive. It was my fault, because a dump truck, I was in the blind spot, so they didn't let me merge. It was at a construction site where one lane was closed. So my lane was closed. I was merging with the road, and traffic was stopped. So I tried to merge in while they were stopped, but the dump truck didn't see me, said I was in the blind spot, so they just hit my car, totaled it. I had to get another one, a used one, from CarMax, and having to get another car and still be debt free, and having to use my savings for my new used car, it's very expensive. So I could be Ubering. Let's see, for more than a year before I pay off that car. But I'm debt free. I just went and paid it off. It's used, so. My new used car is 2 years old, but I already had 49,000 miles on it. It's a Hyundai Elantra. I was on the way to work. I mean the previous car that was totaled. I didn't get hurt there either, but the car was totaled. It doesn't take much to total a car. Two of the cars I had were totaled. I was sore for a week after that second accident, but I didn't get any injury at all in the other two, and I didn't have to go for medical attention in any of them. But it doesn't take much to total a car. Previous car that was totaled was Nissan Altima. So this one I got is smaller. You know what? I had the mic all covered up. I don't know if you could hear me. Sometimes my hair's covering it up. Sometimes the hoodie's covering it up. So I don't know if you could even hear me before this and throughout the whole video. Guess I'll find out when I look back. We are almost on to 30 minutes, half an hour, which is the limit. Just talking about with my life. Wow. I don't watch YouTube lately, guys. I don't have time. I don't know what I was doing, but all kinds of stuff, even though I was at home and didn't have to go back yet. And I did decide I'm going to use a cleaning lady every week because they can do a much better job than I can. Even when I'm not on a walk anymore, I'm probably still going to keep Ubering or lifting, and I'm going to keep having a cleaning lady come every week. I found them through care.com. They are a lot cheaper than cleaning service companies because I think just about all the money they make they can keep unless they have to pay taxes. I'm not sure they do. They probably don't. Well, we'll talk some more next time because it's already 31 minutes. Thank you for visiting with me, all of you. Just sharing my thoughts and what's going on with me. So, wow, did all that take half an hour? I must talk super slow, or time just flies for me, or I don't know. But thank you for visiting me, all of you. And Adam, I know you told me about that temporary handicap parking, which I asked. They said they'll mail it to me because DMV is going to need the original copy to process my application. It has to go through DMV with a doctor's note. But hopefully I won't even need it. Hopefully I can just Uber, Lyft everywhere. I want to do that my whole life. I don't want to drive anymore. They can drive a lot safer than I ever can. All these professional drivers and cleaning ladies can do a much better job than I ever can as well. Can leave that to them. Plan on doing that for the rest of my life too. Planning on making my life easy and simpler. Even though it costs me more, I'm debt free. I'll just be able to save less. Sometimes not at all because of all the home remodeling, home projects I need to do. And that's always a big expenditure. But maybe if I get all this help, I can actually work till I'm 70 and get that maximum Social Security. Or maybe I'll just be like everybody else, retire at 67 and leave it at that. Okay, I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye. I hope you all have a good week. And Adam and Noah, Thank you for your comments. Thank you. And I just want to say, Noah, I saw some of your videos. And Noah, if you want to see his channel, he commented on previous videos. His username is Noah Rose, I believe. He has a YouTube channel. He has very unconventional lifestyle. He's like homeless sometimes because he chooses to be, and just live on tents, on campsites, in nature, in Pennsylvania where it's so cold and snowing. It's cold enough down here for me, Noah. Can't imagine what it's like there with you and Adam. I know y'all get more snow. Don't know exactly where you are, Adam, but I suspect it might be somewhere like New Jersey, really cold, or Maryland, or somewhere eastern coast. Thank you for your comments, you too. And no, I saw some of your most recent videos. You are a super fit guy. You're very athletic, look very well nourished. You said most of your health he attributes to your diet. So I want to know what your diet is, Noah. I want to know what you eat in a day. You know, even on the road, camping. Because Noah goes to the gym and he lifts weights and he's super strong and he's not too skinny. He's like very well built, athletic, and he looks really sick, really good for 56 years old. Yeah, really fit and athletic and in such perfect shape for someone who's 56 years old. Yeah, that's admirable. So, I want to know what you eat in a day, Noah. Okay. Bye, y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.